Yo, what's up, guys? I'm here today with Raphael Neven. He just made top 8 at YCS Charlotte, the first IRL YCS back. As a huge congratulations to you. Let's go. Do you have any shouts before we begin the profile?
Oh yeah, you just shout us at the front, right?
Yeah.
Such an American thing to do. Alright. Anyway. Crazy. Anyway, shout outs to WAF, the best Discord, Team Jobber, and then all the specific people that helped us. Deadly, Vince, the Team Lux Discord.
Some stuff is also
We forget anyone?
I think that's it.
That's it, right?
So, if you're wondering why I'm here and I didn't top, it's because I'm ass cheeks. But second, Raph and I played this exact same list, card for card, at the event. So, if that doesn't tell you how awful this format is, Raph is just insane. Let's get into it.
Nah, it was just variants. Like this, I just got lucky at Impact, but like we worked on the deck and it worked well. So
yeah, you enjoyed it, right? The 60 cards.
I like the 60 card, but I don't like playing Prankis because it just the same every time. It's just so boring. Yeah. Anyway, starting with the cards that like
the guard cards
define Yugioh at this moment. I've been like thinking this weekend how you could like actually hit this without murdering everyone's wallet. Like everyone who spent money on this, like would then quit the game. So how do you hit this? I think eventually these 40 rights has to get a hit, but like right now what you can do is just ban Griffin, and then you have like an engine that is really good as an extender and like actually like a lot better in like the combo decks with like Red Rose and stuff. But you don't have this like very degenerate situation that any deck can just like have a negate before they start playing, and it means that you just have to play 2 or 3 hand traps a turn to go second, or you're gonna have a chance to go second. And that's why all the decks look like this and have 60 cards in them, because you need to play infinite hand traps. So maybe that's an idea, but like I don't know. Like I hope they address this because this engine is kind of fucking up Yu-Gi-Oh right now.
Yep.
The second Fable for me was really good.
It was hella nice.
I just played like a few of the grindier decks. Like I played against Sorcerer and Striker, and then the second Fable was really nice, especially when they don't expect it, because you can just use the first effect and they almost always base DP, and then like you use the rights that you search last turn, and then suddenly the Faithful, and then you search Griffin.
Yeah, another thing that comes up often too, if you open Faithful plus rights and a kid, you go activate Faithful, normal kid, link it off. You go 1 kid, 2 Faithful, they ogre it, and that's totally fine. And then you can activate rights and activate another Faithful from the deck, and then use the effect to search. So like people don't expect that, and they would almost always ogre this too. So I would say that's pretty cool as well. But the second Faithful came up for me quite a lot. Like I play against PKs. If I didn't have the second Faithful, I probably lost. So it's actually super nice.
Alright.
Yep.
Kids. You just max out on all the good ones.
Yeah, you're playing 60. You have to max out the ratios.
Yeah.
No terraforming though.
Yeah, like Droll's scary, I guess. I don't like Droll, but I don't think it's that good.
Yeah.
But people disagree and still play it, so I kind of want to like not lose too hard to it.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that card was crazy.
What's good for you?
All that card was insane for me.
I hated it. But I got Droll twice on it, and like one time I searched Enchanters and got Ashed in it.
Yep.
And then you just lose 3 cards out of your hand.
Yeah.
I don't like this card, but yeah, I am agreeing that we needed to play this because we play 60.
Yep.
Because it is every card in your deck, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't the biggest fan. Then we play 1 Soul, 1 Illusion, because it's like short of searchable of this.
If you open the rights package, you just small world for these cards basically. That's like the logic. And then also small world can be a prank kit. It can be the rights engine, or it can be basically product greed on crack. So. Yeah.
Like all low hand traps.
The defensive
like
cards.
The reason to play this deck is you can fit in so many.
Oh yeah, this was the thing that
was nice.
Yeah, that card was broken. I played hella Daichons for no reason.
Yeah, I think Bevel's like the best one for me, because it just every game just turns into DP wars because we would hand trap each other, and then whenever you draw Bell, suddenly their DP turns off, and then you can just start winning. This was good against like pretty much every matchup, to be honest.
Yeah.
It was even like kind of fine against Eldritch, I guess.
I think it's good to like the mirror match, which was going to be highly represented,
Sure.
and I think it was pretty accurate to say that like there was a lot of prankers at top tables, so like having Bell the main deck was like really crazy. So I had no complaints about it. I actually played against like one of the Jesse Cotton decks, and like Bell actually stopped the snow and it won me too, so that was kind of creepy. But other than that,
Yeah, it's just good against every. Oh, I played against Anders Taurus, and this card is insane against Despia.
oh yeah.
Like that's I didn't really I kind of knew what the Despia cards did, but I also knew that this card
Stop red.
yeah, exactly. Like I talked with Lab before about this deck, and he was like, oh yeah, Bell's gonna be like. So I was like, okay, I have 3 Bell in my deck, I'm gonna be fine, and it worked out. So yeah, big fan of Bell right now. Like Bell's very nice, and then yeah, all of these are kind of staple, I think. One Imperm because it's a crossout target, and then we side rest.
Yeah. I think the only defensive card we didn't play in the main deck for Crossout was Droll. I think Deli and Vids were like
they played it.
They really liked the card, and I don't even think it was like that wrong to play. I just didn't expect it to be in people's main deck, which I did get trolled game 1. Shout out to Noah.
My biggest issue with Droll maining was that all of these are fine to like draw as a hand trap, while Droll, in my opinion, is just not.
It's a neg, yeah.
Because you neg, and they can almost always end on Verte through Droll, and I just didn't want to go -1 for, like, to get DPE, but
Yeah.
I can see why Droll could be good as a one-off for the crossout, especially if more people play it, because it's also like a decent bridge for small world.
Yeah. I think there's actually another argument to play Droll in the main, which is if you make top cut and you know you're playing against Flunders, which is there's a lot of Flunders in top cut, surprisingly enough. You just search Droll game 1 against them, and then they're like gonna be super behind. So.
And then this card was very good for me, to be honest.
That card's crazy.
Yeah, this card's probably.
I wish I played 40, so I see this card more. To be honest.
Yeah, this card was insane, and like this was because our side deck isn't really prepared for Flunder, but having this card in your deck is also kind of like makes me feel safe against Flunder because it's the one that you can't really do anything against if you send a spell. All right, the bricks.
Basically all the bricks, yeah.
Yeah, basically all the bricks.
It's like 5, basically.
Which is fine. Like I don't mind drawing this one that much, but like
Yeah.
the other one's definitely bricks.
Broken card.
Yeah, all three. And then this should be banned. This one was really nice.
That card was Kid or Souls, basically.
Yeah, this is Kid or Souls, and then it also gets you
Dark Access.
Dark Access.
Yeah.
So like this is also everything you want. And then Crossout, please buy them. Now we're in Neven TCG on card market. Anyway, I still have 100 left.
Yeah, to be honest, actually Crossout was like crazy because like if you just hit the Griffin, I hit people's call by. You hit their nib going second, which is actually super important if you can crack their board, because that's one of the, like when they have a board established and you're breaking through it and their last card nib is really hard to beat, but having that crossout to hit that nib is like really, really impactful. Like I just like they going first or second. It's like a good card to always have.
It's just so good if you don't even have to use it, and then it just always stops like a Fusion Destiny.
Or a Rights.
Or a Rights.
And then you hit Rights, yeah.
It's just so unfair to have this card in your deck and like actually resolve it. Like it's
I think we also expected mirror matches, so it was even better.
Like
right?
even if your hand like kind of plays well into a field with like link climbing plays, you can just hit Pandemonium. Like it's.
Yeah, I think if you hit Panda and establish DP, you're usually in a winning position. So it's fine. Yeah.
So that's 60 cards.
This card main.
Extra deck. Let's start with the Prankets because those are very staple. We played 1 cat, 2 chicken. I never need more.
You don't need more.
If
Yeah.
you just like play well with your resources with pranks, you never need more. And then 1 blue, and then Butler. So we didn't play the what do you call it?
The Rocket Ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, there
you
was
want to
also
explain?
Washer.
Oh yeah, we also Washer.
Yep. Yeah, so the only card we didn't play was Rocket Ride because the only time Rocket Ride comes up is if you get Token Collector and you need to search Pandemonium, dump pranks, and then you panda into a rocket and you bring back the Dodo and the Kid, and then then you do the rest of your sequence and you get access to pranks too. So that's the only time Rocket Ride comes up if you get Collector basically. But we have like Crossout post side with Collector, and I don't think people were maining Collector in the main. So like that almost never comes up. Like,
Also, another thing about being collected, I didn't really mind it all the time because it means that you never get nipped anymore.
yeah, you just make Anaconda.
Yeah, so you can just make another play into DPE. So I didn't mind like a collector that much, and I didn't want to like waste a spell for like 1 institution target basically.
Yeah.
So
I think we played
I
closer
never
to
missed
40.
it.
It might be okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
And yeah, Weather Watcher's fucking broken against like Sky Striker and shit. It was nice. Then we played double Link Spider and Link Rebo.
Basically, Mew went to 1, and then we put in 3 Link 1s in our deck.
So these are quite important for when you get nipped. And of course when you make plays with Rice. And this one was I heard some people were not playing this, but
That was MVP for
I
me.
think that's super incorrect. I made this a lot because it turns your pranks token into a dark monster and gives you dark access. And all, like I said, all the games are DPE wars basically. So having dark access is broken, and it turns fancy into a dark as well. So it was very good for me. And then double anaconda.
Yeah, this is like the new standard. I think a lot of people that were like on better pranking lists had 2 of these, but it's basically to play around Nib. Nib Imperm, and then still something like Souls or something, and still make a second.
Yeah,
Anaconda.
you're like, or pranks or whatever,
Yeah.
and then you make anaconda, make sure you have another extender, they nib you, you get token, and then you
Yep.
summon your extender, make the second lake spider or whatever, and then make the second anaconda.
Yeah.
Dark.
That
Probably my new favorite link to.
Yeah.
Like, this card's so insane. Unlimited dice, it search souls, like it's very funny. Unicorn, Xcode, and DBE. I don't think you can change anything about the extract, to be honest.
Yeah.
Alright, side deck. Reaper, how was that for you?
That card was crazy. I put it against every deck that had DP,
Yeah.
and basically every deck that tried to like play or win through Scythe Block or win through DP usually like establish it or like with Scythe Block and stuff. So if you hit their DP, like this card just destroys their like the rest of their decks. Like I played against like the Elich Cyber deck, whatever.
Yeah, it's over.
I hit their DP, and their deck was literally just Golden Lord Turbo, like, and did nothing. So this card was crazy, to be honest.
I resolved it once, but it kind of won the match instantly
Yeah.
there in the mirror. Like, it's just over. But it's very good to have this card.
I think this card also in the mirror match is really nice because let's say you have Ash, Reaper, like in the normal kid, you go Reaper on the Meowmew to test if they have Callby or Crossout, and if they do Callby or Crossout it, then you can Ash the kid, and they usually can't play after. So like, I think this card is really nice, being a quick effect where like you can also test if they have like blowout cards for your hand traps too. So I like that as well.
And then like generic going second card, Gamma.
Hit every dex. So
Yeah, it's just fine for me. It kind of conflicts with Imperf sometimes, but like, it's fine.
yeah,
Like, this is also the reason, like, we were on Phantasma until like last minute.
yep.
And because of Phantasma, I didn't really want to play this card, but because we cut it last minute, this could go back in.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was good. And then the 2 more Imperms, just
Made
more
it
hand
3
traps,
main,
and
yeah.
also like another card that hits Flunder. Because Flunder is quite a scary matchup for this deck.
More Flunder hit.
More Flunder, hey, and this was good for me as well because I play against 2 D-Links, so like, this is fine.
Yep.
And then Triple Tone Collector.
If you notice, no back removal.
Yeah, so I lost into beta against Eldritch. We didn't play any back row removal because I don't think it's correct right now to.
I mean, playing 3 twin and 60 also like didn't really make sense. I'm not really gonna see it.
So like, even if in hindsight would I change anything, I don't think so because
Yeah.
like right now back decks just don't really exist. It's all right stacks,
Yeah.
and the right decks are so powerful they require just like a lot of side hate.
Like, I think one of the base decks, I put all 15 of them in.
Yeah.
So
So
I took 15, slided, put in my deck, and I actually kept them all in. So
yeah, and because you said like it's so unlikely that you draw your twin twist in time anyway, 60
Yeah.
cards. Like I don't think you want to prepare for like the real floodgate deck. Because against the normal decks that sometimes set a card like Strike or whatever, you can just grind them with like Jacoback and stuff. Like it's never
Yeah.
really an issue.
Yeah.
It's just like those decks that have like Ghost Match and stuff in it. Yeah, okay, that's a bit harder, but
yeah,
I rather like have a more consistent deck for the mirror and for Brave decks than for
like a trap deck has a 1-up or something. Yeah.
yeah, like I don't know, it's fine.
Yeah, that's pretty much the deck list, guys. Hopefully we get an E-band soon and we get a new format. But hope you guys enjoyed the profile, and shouts to Raph again for crushing it this weekend, along with the rest of the team and Jobber as well. So yeah, I'll see you guys. Check out the description box below for more information for all the details related to Jobber, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.